On this old Stonerd. It's 4:20 in the Rocky Mountains, or at least I think it is. If it's not, it's 4:20 somewhere. And I like to say it's always 4:20 to me. And I'm ready to have a fart attack. If you don't know what a fart attack is, that's just having fun with art live. I happen to do it live. But if you have fun with art, welcome to Fart Club. I've been working on this thing I call. Oh, look, Nez Lover got here right away. That is awesome. Let me see if I can get my windows flipped around just right. I think I kind of got my timing done right today. I don't know. I tried to, I kind of put the chat out into a big window so I can get the text as large as I can. So, and kind of put it to where all I have to do is look up. Oh, Sherry's here right away too. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to go live today or not because, you've heard me talk about Jonathan. Hopefully I've got him set up. I thought I was going to be done just today and tomorrow, but I was all set up and planned to go help him. He's got some parts. He's got this one part in something with Amy Schumer, and yesterday I don't know exactly what he wanted me to help him do yesterday, but I'm always telling him, what I've been trying to tell him is that it's got to be early in the morning because I want to go live at 4:20 every day that I possibly can, because that's when you have like a regular time, people can catch you better, for one thing. Now, I don't think I can do it every day, but and I think I finally found my time of 4:20. And I had done that before. I had a 4:20 show for 6 months on Twitch for a while. But and it's just as much about hanging out with me for 20 or 30 minutes. I mean, ideally, and you know why the 20 or 30 minutes is the perfect thing? It's because Bob Ross. When you think about watching someone doing art, fun art, you think of Bob Ross right off the bat. But when you think of fart, you think of Mark Fun Jones. And maybe me too, because I've been pushing fart for, I blew me away a year. If I go back, I changed my name to Stoner Fart Fun Art about a year ago. Okay. What am I going to do today? Okay. If Aliens Book 1, you guys have seen that. If Aliens Book 2, and I think I got all the text. I was happy with the text. I never felt too unhappy with it. And I think I figured this out. I went and because I want them to rhyme better. So if you remember how it went, these last 3 pages just seemed messed up. So this is the rewrite. If aliens have hands, would they drink wine? Maybe they could use them to paint a fine line. Even all thumbs they could give a high five. Hey, Iron! And Mark Fun Jones! Oh, I missed your stream last night. That was cool. It really made me, I watched the whole thing. It was awesome watching. I really enjoyed that. I had to watch it on this computer though. Now, after a certain time of day, I'm upstairs because I have a couple of things I can do, but it's an old computer, so I can't see the chat anymore. Okay, and I've been drawing little thumbnail sketches. I may have talked about where I want this to go next, but here is book 4. If aliens abducted me, what would I do? Would I scream and shout? Would my eyes pop out? Now, I don't know if those are going to be the actual rhymes that I end up with. I've decided. Because the way that my rhymes had gone, well, you guys saw them. I said drop and pop. So today, anyway, I'm going to do the one where I'd been thinking. I actually started drawing doing all these little thumbnail sketches. I'm sitting upstairs with my old sketchbooks, just drawing thumbnail sketches like crazy now. Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. That's just the first two little rhymes. And I want to try and get the pictures, and it's kind of a change from the last one. But anyway, I had a whole bunch of different ideas of how I wanted to do this, but I've been drawing this one over and over, and I'm getting to where I like kind of what it's turning into kind of a... you guys remember Don Martin and Mad Magazine? It's turning out to be something like one of his. And this one would be like, basically, I'm gonna keep an eye out on my little sketch. This was the one, would my eyes drop and pop, so my jaw dropped. But everything that I drew with a jaw dropping, the way that I had like pictured it, my crazy little exaggerated stuff didn't look right. And then I had this other idea, one where someone would have their tongue hanging out. And then I couldn't get that one to look quite right. So I decided to have this one that is it's kind of hanging, the jaw is dropping and the tongue is hanging out. And it is exaggerated, but I'm going to add some more stuff to it, because that's just not quite enough. Oh, I may have made it too. Oh, that's right. I like the way that I'm like breaking the barriers of my little squares, because eventually I'm going to tie these together for my little booklets that I like to do. Oh, this was what I was going to do. His hands. Like his hands are on his face, like in Home Alone. I even had some sort of idea where maybe the words would be like, would I look like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone? Kind of have the arms coming out here, breaking the square again. Oh yeah, and that's how I ended up. Let me see if I can finish this off. I wanted this guy to look kind of nerdy too, so he'll be wearing some kind of a funky tie. Uh-oh. I don't want to start drawing with this. I'm supposed to be going light with this. I almost started thinking that maybe I should start drawing with graphite and then erase it before I hit the colored pencils. Oh, did you see Catfish's upload today? His tiny drawing and the music he's putting underneath there. He's experimenting with some, oh, what did he call it? He replied to me and told me what it is, because I remember him asking Studio Geek what Studio Geek thought about the, okay, that's enough with that. Let me get these colored pencils out. Oh, and I am very preloaded today. I've been, oh yeah, so what I managed to do today He needed me to film. He had me bring him over. The last time he needed me to do this stuff, he brought me here and I had to break everything down and all sorts of stuff. And he also had someone that was going to be reading a part for him. And I gave him like parts for a computer and stuff. Anyway, I shouldn't even bring that up, but I kind of got him set up to where he could. I took him a tripod and set him up, and I've been telling him for weeks and weeks, just start getting up every morning. Just like me sketching all the time is making me feel better and more comfortable, and talking to the camera all the time. You need to do that all the time if you want to be, because he gets these things where he has to send in like an audition. And apparently he had some professional guy that was supposed to do something for him today, and he called me this morning all frantic. But I managed to go help him out. Oh, and this is the guy that I mentioned as that you remind me of Jonathan. You guys both have like this energy and emotion that is at the point of, I can't quite explain it. Let me just put it this way. Jonathan had me so always constantly has me super frustrated. But I'm still there to help. Oh, and tomorrow too, I'm taking him to go and do something with, I don't know what it is. Something with Social Security. He's trying to get money. Yeah. I hope he gets this. If he does, if this acting thing doesn't work out, he's going to need this too. And I told him I'd drive him over. I'm always like his driver. And I've been thinking too, I've been driving around so much I was going to get in a little accident. And sure enough, I got in a little accident. What am I doing? I'm drifting off, aren't I? I'm just drifting off into another little world. But it was awesome. I got him all set up. I helped him film one thing, and then he was like, oh, how am I going to get it to him? And I said, you should be able to just upload it through. And I was trying to show him how, if nothing else, anybody, even if you only have 5 subscribers, you can hit that little camera button on your phone. It's not going to send it, and it will, you can film, and then it'll upload it to your channel. Just make sure you go in there and set him to unlisted, because he needs to do that. If you want to be an actor, and well, he's in these things, and it sounds like this one part, I mean, the script that I saw has his name plastered all over it. And reading the script, it's almost like it was written for him. It's a trip. It's really a trip being around him. Sometimes you'll get these stories that just seem so ridiculous. You're going like, okay, I'm not going to judge it for whether or not it's true. I'm going to judge it for its entertainment value. I mean, that's kind of how I am. I've just had so many friends and people that I've liked that just had crazy stories. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I decided I need to do. After I draw my little sketch on here, I need to just kind of erase it. Because that's kind of what they do with the graphite. So maybe I ought to just go ahead and start drawing with the graphite, and because this isn't the type of eraser to erase with. I spent a whole lot of time there, huh? Or maybe I should just start thinking about doing black and white. I'll erase most of it. I don't know if I erased enough of it, or if that's kind of the way you're doing it. Yeah, you can set that as the default. You can go into your settings. There's all sorts of stuff. I was trying to look at it on a phone because I don't do shit on my phone. I do all this on this computer here. But you can do all that on your phone. You can just use your phone to, well, I mean, well, there's tons of stuff you can do. I mean, you can just use it for like your own private journal. You know, instead of having to write stuff down. I mean, I'm writing stuff down, but I don't know. You've noticed how lately I've just been writing stuff down on cards and stuff. And it's really funny. I just have these cards with stuff written on it all over the place. If I got swatted, they might think, what's this guy up to? What am I going to do now? Should I just go with that? I think I'm going to try that. I haven't done that in a while. This is just like a Illustrator's brush pen. And I'm going to see about just drawing the black lines first. And doing this more like a coloring book. Let me try that. I haven't done these this way. I can fly so high, reach the limits of your mind. Oh, I'm going to give him a watch. I want this to be kind of a nerdy looking guy. Let me give him a watch. Oh yeah, in my sketch I remember there was like a funky little bump I put on the end of his elbow. I went, oh wow, that looks kind of cool. And I'll tell you a little secret, something that I think is kind of funny. Maybe once I did that, I was going like, oh, how can I remember to start doing that? It looks like a little condom. Yeah, it just makes me think of a little condom there. Look at that. Just the little bony elbow. That's why these will be adult children's books, if I ever did anything with them. Ooh, what just happened there? Oh, I remember why I had that little curve down in there. Trying to. I can fly so high, reach the limits of your mind. Wouldn't you just like to be a superhero just like me? I'll be your superhero. I'll be your superhero. Just like me. I'll be your superhero. Yeah, maybe that's the sort of style I should go for. More of an illustrator sort of thing. There we go. And then I can just kind of put the colors into it. Hey, for Night World. Hey, Sunny Girl. Who else has come in? Who else sneaked in? Oh, yeah.
Howdy, folks.
Let's see, what am I going to do now? Oh, let me just see if I can just, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just pick through here on the colors. Of course, I jumped down in here. I think this will dry so it doesn't blend into the colors too much. Oh, let me just see if I can build up and do it a different way. That was fun. It's been a while since I've just kind of done super cartoony type stuff. Oh, and I hope you like the little insight about the elbows. So you guys will never look at elbows the same, right? uh, I'm sorry if that spoiled elbows for you. But, whew. Oh man, I'm getting a head rush here. My blood sugar's been doing weird stuff today. Oh, and I can't manage. I did manage to get the a tripod set up for him, and we filmed one little bit that he liked. Oh yeah, I had to print up all the scripts for him too. So he called me up early this morning. I was ready. I was kind of hanging around all day for him yesterday. I ended up like passing out last night and never heard from him. And then woke up like 2 or 3 o'clock this morning. And, oh, what color is that? That's just light peach. That seems like that works pretty good on there. And what's the other color I was saying that works great for the goldenrod? That's what it is. Goldenrod seems to make this, add to this little flesh tone. Nice little shadow looking thing on it. Whew. Hey Hadley! Welcome to the stream. Glad you could drop in and check it out. How old did you say you were? Did you say you were 15? I thought I saw you tell someone you were 15 in some stream. I don't know what it was. I'm in so many different streams. But I could have sworn I thought I saw you say you were 15 years old, because there's all of us old geezers trying to see who's the oldest and who's the youngest and who feels like the oldest and who feels like the youngest and who is the youngest and who is the oldest man-child. Oh yeah, Mark, you have a great evening. Oh, how long have I been shooting? Oh, 22 minutes. Okay, this is like, I'm having a good time with this. This is like the timing is coming out pretty good of it too. I mean, trying something a little bit different. Okay. What color? This looks like a pretty cool red for a crazy time. Oh, I know, this kind of drawing. Uh-oh, I'm leaning more towards alcohol marker. I probably shouldn't have done this. This is supposed to be my colored pencil sketchbook. Part of my Fart Club challenge. But, like, remember, oh, should I give him a red tie or a blue tie? If I give him a red tie, that's going to make him a Republican, right? Oh no, a red tie makes him a politician? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll give him a green tie. Oh yeah, I did the black lines. That's right. I just wanted to treat this more like an adult coloring book. That's right. There's a market in adult coloring books. Maybe I should start doing adult coloring books. Oh no, because for it to really be a good coloring book, you gotta put tons of detail in it. And I don't really like doing tons of detail. I like to leave as much of it to the imagination as possible. I want to be able to do it fast. Ooh, what kind? Oh, I know what he needs. He needs a pocket protector, because I want him to be a nerd, and maybe a couple of pencils or something. And his shirt. I guess he's okay with just a white shirt. So if it's a white shirt, let me just throw like a few little shadows on here. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make it a blue shirt. I'll make it a blue shirt. A blue shirt with a green tie. Oh man, that is not a good color combination, I don't think. I think I kind of blew it.
If you enjoyed this song, subscribe now for another one next week. I've been doing it for years.
I'll just pretend it's a white shirt and that's just the shadow. Okay, now what? Now what? Put a little cream on the little ivory color on the teeth. There we go. Now he's starting to look like something. A little bit. Oh yeah, a little pink. Let me get some pink. A little bit of pink around those eyeballs. Oh, and this one is just like demanding I put some color in the background. It really is. But I don't think I'm ready to. I don't think I'm ready to. I know what I want to do. I want to really build up this tongue. That's what I'll do. I'll try and make this tongue turn out to be like a super emphasis thing. So let me get down in here and build up a bunch of layers while I got some time and kind of work on all the little, what is it, the little tutorials on blending I've been working on. I've been investigating, looking into, exploring, having some fun with. Oh, I watched this video. Sometimes time just gets all out of whack, you know. You guys get it, don't you? Yeah, you guys actually have lives. You think time gets out of whack when you have a life? Man, when you don't have a life, time just loses all sense of meaning. I gotta tell you what. It's a trip. Really, really is. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try and really just like make this. Oh, and that was another thing. I gotta. Oh, this is what I want. I'll probably have to come back on this, but I just like all of a sudden I just realized I should have like some spit flying around. He's so scared. Because I've been working on another one, the one where I want someone to be crying. There we go. I just put a little. What is an indication? Oh yeah, a little bit of this on the eyes would look good too, I think. And that's what I was doing with the shirt. What should I do with the shirt? Just some darker green. Should I just make it a darker green? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I want the red to be even darker. Here's another red. Maybe this red will get the darkness, the shadow the way I want. Or maybe I just need to pull out the. Oh yeah, I was watching some an oil painter and an acrylics painter like comparing each other's craft. It was really fascinating. Just made me want to pull out my acrylics again. It made me remember why. I mean, two different things about the oils and the acrylic. That I mean, there's some stuff you can do with oils that you just can't do with acrylics. Just some subtle stuff. But it takes so long in the preparation, and even these days, even more so than when I used to do it, is you have to be so careful about all the hazardous materials that you're working with. Yeah, I mean, even my job. Um, hey, Punchy, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, even my job that I used to have as a painter, we used to go out back and just burn the rags and stuff. I mean, and then as they started coming down, it's just like uh, getting rid of your hazardous waste ends up costing more than that, like thinners and stuff. It's nuts. So yeah, I'll never do oils again. I mean, maybe I'll try like some pastels or something. But okay, I think I hit my 30-minute mark. Okay, well I'm just gonna call that good, and do some extra stuff to it between shows, and at some point I'll flip through them, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to have him saying, but at some point I'll be going through there and putting some little white dots on that tongue, I think. If aliens abduct me, will I start to drool? Okay, and let me finish, do my final, everybody likes my fart tones. This is a tongue bell that I got, and I like to say, oh yeah, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. And what's my little fart club? Oh yeah, so these are the fart tones. I try and start it out with every episode. But the one thing that's really cool is that, the whole fart club thing is inspired by Mark Fun Jones and his fart studio and his love of the number 8. One of the very first videos I made around here, if you go back and you look at it, it's for Mark Fun Jones and Catfish Jones, and and let me just end this. I'll tell you this story some other time, or just go look at the Mark Fun Jones, the One No Wonder Presents, one of my pro bono things. But anyway, I just thought it was neat that I came up with this fart tones thing, and it's exactly 8 notes. Fart Club forever. Oh yeah, yeah. And if you like to have fun with your art, you might be a part of Fart Club and not even know it. Thanks for watching.